not working out well. I'm hoping this is going to go in landscape mode instead of the crooked mode like it did before. But we're going to do, oh, I forgot to put in the earbuds. Let me see if I can find those real quick. Hold on. There they are. Hopefully that'll make it where you can hear me better once I put them in. Sorry guys, hopefully that's going to help a little bit so you can hear me. I'm about to do a reading for the fire signs. I'm not used to doing these things live, so bear with me until I kind of get used to it. But for the air signs, I hope I said that before, for the air signs, I'm getting that you have not been completely honest about a partnership, an agreement, or a contract of some sort. So, I feel like it's an agreement for most, but for some of you it may be about a partnership. But if it hasn't already happened, it's gonna happen. Where the truth comes out about the situation. And it's a situation that you've been trying to block or prevent from happening, is the feeling that I get from the beginning. Okay, so let's just see what comes out and we'll go from there. I really feel like there's a lot of mental gymnastics. Remember, whenever I'm doing this reading, I may be talking about the cross watcher. I'm just telling you the energies that I feel. I feel like you don't want to work on something. I don't know what this, I guess it's the relationship or the partnership, the agreement, the contract, whatever it is. I feel like you don't want to work on it. It's like it's too much. I don't want to deal with it. That's what I feel like. So let's just start and see what comes out for the air signs. Yeah. So remember how I said you don't want to make a choice? That's juggling. So you could be juggling people, places, situations, whatever. But this card is talking about being indecisive, about improving a situation, which is exactly what I said without the cards. I love how that works. So there's a situation that needs to be healed or remedied or at least acknowledged, is the word that I'm hearing. And you're refusing to acknowledge the situation to make it right. Again, I have to say this because I don't want people getting mad. This can be about somebody you're dealing with just as well as it could be you. But I'm doing these readings, it's supposed to be about you. So some of you may be juggling a partner to improve a situation. Some of you may be juggling a situation to improve a situation. It could be any of that kind of stuff. But the way that I feel, honestly, is that you're not making a choice to improve a situation by dealing with it head on. That's what I'm seeing. Okay? Some of you, it could involve children. Some of you, it could be at work. Some of you, it could be a third party. What else? Some of you, it may be that you just don't have the right words to say or you don't know how to say it. But like I said, I feel like you feel like it's just too much work for a lot of you. Let's see what else comes out for the air signs. I feel like this has been going on for quite some time because I heard the word time, or it may be something that's time sensitive. Interesting. some of you may be writers too, or maybe you're planning on writing a letter, or I don't know, it could be any of that. That's kind of dumb, but I mean, it's not dumb to write a book, but what else? Okay, so here's the other thing that I'm getting. You're clamming up on somebody. Yep, control. So here's what's happening. It's kind of like those situations where you're making a choice not to make a choice in order to control someone or to control a situation. So you need to be aware that you're having issues with control that need to be addressed as well. Could involve for some of you a boss, or let me just say some sort of authority figure. Yeah. See, you're trying to control a choice by not making a choice, basically, is what's happening. So how are you going to make a situation better if you're not going to face it, if you're not going to talk about it, if you're not going to take the time? Are you hoping that it'll just go away? Because it's not going to happen. And here's what I got when I asked that question. You made the choice because you have a guilty conscience. Maybe you're trying to maintain some amount of emotional intelligence or whatever, but the truth is you have guilt and you're defensive about making a choice or about making this right. What else? For the air signs. You want to have the upper hand because of the guilt is the other thing that I'm seeing here. There, and I know I say this every time, but it's true. There is an opportunity for growth, but you're letting your guilt and your need to control stand in the way. What's funny about this is that you may have some regrets or disappointments regarding the situation. It's almost like you don't want it to end, but you won't make a choice. Or for some of you, you want it to end, but you're not making the choice, or you're not letting somebody know about the choice. For some of you, it could be about a marriage or a really close one-on-one relationship that involves family or roots, stability, home, you know, that kind of stuff. Oh, that one tried to come out, but I missed it. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes cards come out and I accidentally push it back in. I don't know how many other people do that. A lot of people will shuffle their cards and just draw from the top. I do that every once in a while, but I feel like I get better readings when I just let them pop out. Yeah. Your control issues and clamming up. Oh gosh. This is the manifestation card, also the manipulation card. There could be regrets about an ending that was manipulated or manifested. But when you see the guilty conscience card, which is where this is going to go, that's manipulation. So for some of you, it could be that you manipulated someone else to have guilt about the situation. So it's like you put it on their shoulders instead of your own. Let's see if there's anything else that's coming out. I'm going to tell you something else. This manipulation and this guilt and this defensiveness and this closing up, this is a repetitive pattern too. It's not something that it just happened one time. Okay, that wants to come out. What is that? You're mad. For some of you, you're mad that somebody told the truth about this. Or you're mad about how you don't want to tell the truth about it. because this could be manipulating the truth. Or you were manipulated to tell the truth. Either way, it's still the same energy here. I feel like it's that somebody told the truth about your behaviors and it made you mad. It's a shadow side that maybe you need to deal with. Again, you know, we're all guilty of it. I've looked back at my life and I always thought that I was such a good person, and I see things that I've done that was very, very manipulative. And I didn't think it was at the time. So, because of the deception, you chose to wait. That's what I'm seeing. Now, if I look at this, if I look at the four corners, you juggled a choice and manipulated and waited because you were defensive and disappointed, or defensive and regretful. There's manipulation of a guilty conscience. Someone tells the truth. You juggled and were defensive about a deception. So you improved your disappointment by waiting and controlling an ending choice, or ending a choice, something like that. It'll be different for everybody in that case. But that's what I'm seeing. So you intentionally manipulated, but you're mad at the other person, or distant with the other person. It's something like that. Like I said, there's connotations, some connotations that there could be a third party involved for some of you when it's a romantic relationship. If it's not, then it's just you trying to control the choice by not making a choice and waiting so that you keep somebody else in a state of constant despair or feeling trapped, okay? It could have something to do with passionate behaviors for some of you too. And passionate behaviors can be, you know, sexual, but they also can be more of like acting rambunctiously, or just being extremely gung-ho about a situation, being overly aggressive, and now because of that, you're stuck because you were defensive and disappointed about a situation or regretful about a situation, okay? So I'm just going to be honest with you. What I just put down, for some of you, there could be sexual manipulation. Also, this is a situation that you or someone else had intuition about. You could have been confident about the situation, or you could have become single, but you took swift action in order to hide your strategy because you were financially invested. So now there is scheming and resourcefulness around apologizing about a victory and wanting to win at all costs. You could be defensive, paranoid. You could be holding on too tightly to this situation, which is what I told you about not making a choice. It's like you want to hold on to both sides of the coin, so to speak. But this also can be greed for some of you. Some of you could have internal conflict as it relates to family or marriage or something like that. That may be a factor too. So you walked away from a new beginning. You could have lots of options, or it could be that you're just afraid to make a choice. So you made a choice to take a risk regarding a large sum of money, whether that's a will, inheritance, settlement, family business. It can be any kind of property, that kind of stuff, for that to end. And you did this in a secret way. So things are not as they appear. It's telling me that you need to put down the burdens, but you threw caution to the wind and made a proposal. It has something potentially to do with work. Some of you could have made a proposal at work or a proposal to work on a victory. But I'm saying that you made a proposal at work in order to get a victory. Something like that. Because of this new beginning, you got emotional fulfillment. But you're emotional that you were deceived or about a third party, something like that. But you were happy to make the offer because you were optimistic about generosity. But you were left out in the cold because of a commitment change. There was a tower moment. Now you're trying to be strong about a new beginning, or because the truth came out. Because you got wish fulfillment in the past because of an agreement or a partnership. It could be any of that. Now you are refusing to get yourself out of the situation. You're waiting, maybe waiting on your ships to come in, walking on eggshells about some addictions, codependencies, or toxic behaviors. And working with your creative instincts because you have anxiety about backstabbing, a final decision, and then celebrating it. For some of you, you could be soul searching about a commitment, a belief system, higher education, legal, any kind of thing like that. Could be government related, because you were hopeful to be a fast talker about this. You didn't want to tell the truth. That you were devastated about a reunion choice. So you walked away for legal reasons. For whatever that means, that is your reading. So what have I got to say? Make a choice. Make a choice. And I'm telling you, whether it looks good on you or it looks bad on you, it's better to have movement than to be stuck. And it's telling me right here, you're stuck as it is. So you have the power to change that. All right, guys. So if you haven't already, please like, share, comment, subscribe. If you want to leave a donation for my channel, there will be a link for that in the description box below. And I will see you again soon. Bye, guys. Thank you.